Don't you think it's chilling out, like, as far as all that stuff, it's chilling out a little bit now that the election's basically over? I know Trump's still trying to hold on to it, but it's basically over.
Dude, your guess is as good as mine, dude. It's just like it's just like with the coronavirus. Like, look, I just want to ask a simple. I just want simple answers and simple questions. Yeah. I'm not a scientist. I don't know shit about shit.
Yep.
We're supposed to trust the government. We're supposed to trust the people in power that they're making the right choices for us. But when I hear the death rate is 1%, and
you want to lock down again,
and I just want someone to explain it to me.
Yes.
I have scientists hit me up on my podcast. Hit me up like, you're buzzing. I just go, okay, but do we need to decimate the economy and all the things that come with this?
Starve children, no school, domestic violence, suicide, alcoholism.
Right, all these things that have I just go, can you explain to me, is there no risk reward in terms of being like, okay, we're going to open up, but these are the measures we're going to take. Everyone still needs to wear a mask. We're going to do social distancing. We're going to do whatever. I mean, like, even all that we're doing, it's the numbers keep rising, but the death toll number
is low.
Mm-hmm. But listen, again, we're not saying that anybody should die. We don't want anybody to die.
100%.
No, but you can't say a corona death is more important than say than a smoking death or a cancer death. Like, how are you going to base this? Like, at what point does the death rate cause us to lock down?
Yeah.
And corona to me doesn't make sense. I'm with you. Explain it to me.
There's never been
because you look at New York and what Cuomo's doing there. It's like he goes, we're going to lock down. If this doesn't help, I'm going to shut down restaurants. And the restaurant owner's like, we can't make it. You shut us down again, we're done. New York's done. Mm-hmm. So you got to gauge off. If you want to lock down for that reason, we're out, man.
But this is exactly my point that I'm trying to make. Is like, I'm not saying don't do it. I'm saying explain it to me.
Mm-hmm. Because that's fair.
Yeah, because the common sense of it. Like, if I'm just looking at it for common sense, and you showed me numbers. You just said, because people love to use numbers.
Yes,
they love to use numbers.
Sorry, I got super excited because I'm not. I mean, I just want a solid explanation.
But here's the thing: if you go just based off the numbers, you can't validate to me or vindicate yourself for locking the economy down. That's where it gets dicey.
So I just go, okay, I get at this again. I'm not a scientist. I don't understand this, and I'm claiming that I don't understand. But my little common sense knowledge that I can feel, just being like I don't know, just trying to, as an old man, I'm trying to be like, all right, so at first, they didn't know what it was, they didn't understand it, and they didn't want the hospital system to be overrun. Okay. So they said, we got to lock down to make sure we stop this thing. Okay.
Until we figure it out.
Yeah. All right. The hospitals have never been overrun.
No, never.
Okay. They're not overrun now.
Nope.
In Florida, maybe now there are some hotspots apparently where they but it doesn't, like, to me, the liberal media would be at the hospital, outside going, "It's pandemonium."
Yeah.
Look at all the people that are here. That they're
you
sick.
Don't see that.
You don't see that, and maybe it's out there. I don't know. I just don't seem to see that. So I go, okay, I understand why we at first locked down for this thing that we don't understand, but don't we have a better understanding of it now? And it's like, is there a risk reward? So then you start to go, why did we do this? And then I look at the election and I go, Trump got 71 million votes.
Mm-hmm. 5 more million than last time.
Listen, with the coronavirus.
Correct. He would have won if
he would have
dominated
him without it, right?
Dominated.
So you just go, was this the reason? Is this the reason why the one side is being
strange?
So I don't like the politicizing of it. I've been talking about this for a long time now that I just can't stand the politicizing of it. And like I said, with the numbers, people use numbers. Now, I am not comparing these things. Mm-hmm. I talked about this on Riffin with Griffin, my podcast. You can check it out. I don't have the following that this one does. It's fine. I'm not jealous about it. but I was just saying, when you're going to compare numbers, and the way they're using these numbers, they got the death toll on CNN. It's always showing.
It's back now. Once the election's over, now it's back. Because before it wasn't on there. What did you hear about?
No, but
let him finish.
Just real quick. So, like, they show these numbers, and they constantly have the numbers going, right? And so, coronavirus falls under now preventable deaths. Because, you're getting it because maybe you weren't safe, or you didn't, So, it's going to go under preventable deaths. So, I looked up preventable deaths. All right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know that over 200,000 to 400,000 people die every year from medical mistakes?
Underneath
Malpractice, yeah.
Yeah, like just
They just
Surgery.
Yeah.
That's just, and it's part of life, okay?
yeah.
So we never hear about that number. We don't use that number. Over 400,000 people die from tobacco-related problems.
400,000.
400,000 people
400,000.
die. Now, this is a preventable death. People smoke and they die. And what I'm saying is, you know, we're not using. So we're talking about 1 million people a year die, because there's other ones too of preventable deaths. 1 million people die.
7,500 a day.
People die every year in like 1 million people from some sort of preventable death, and like, you know, we're not using those numbers the way we're using these coronavirus numbers.
Because political, right?
You know, and yeah, there are people out there like, you know, there are a lot of people that feel like we should get rid of tobacco. You know, it causes so much like, and it's like, so
but it's their choice, and that's the same thing with Corona. Like, let it be their choice. Like, I look at the comedy shows. Like, when you do a comedy show, I don't know if you've been on the road at all.
No, I haven't.
But like, stand up live. Every single person that walks through that door, they're taking their temperatures. They're 6 foot apart. They're making sure that they're following the right procedures. You know, and it's like, if you do have symptoms, don't go hang out with your grandma. Like, these are smart people. They know what the fuck's going on.
But we need to be protected from ourselves. You know, and that's my only push.
To what extent?
That's only
though,
my pushback
Eric?
on that is like,
to what extent though?
Well, I know this is what I'm just getting at is like, I'm not comparing those things I was saying.
Yeah.
They're not the same as coronavirus at all. What I'm saying is like, our reaction and response to them seem to be different. So like, if for some reason now tobacco was going to be some political point, then all of a sudden, is that going to be on CNN? Because I think it should be.
It would be.
My point is, I think it should be.
It would be if it would be political.
Yeah,
but it's not.
I think it should be like, they should be talking about that ad nauseum the way they talk about coronavirus. Like, let's stop people from smoking. Let's stop getting people cancer. What I'm saying is like, let's use death numbers for everything.
If that's what we're going to do.
If that's what we're going to do. That's the point.
Yeah, if that's the measure you want to go with to tell us to lock down, then we got to do that for everything.
Yeah, let's talk
so
about
get rid of cigarettes, get rid of liquor, get rid of painkillers.
Yeah,
you want to talk about
that, though.
opiates? You want to talk about opiates? It's fucking nuts.
If anything, let's go all the way. Let's make it like look how Oregon said, okay, we're going to decriminalize like major drugs. So my thing is like, they need to decriminalize in the whole United States where you could grow these drugs. Like, we should be making opium right here in the United States.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just have a poppy fields, and
you also cut out the legs of the cartel and all the people that murdered there, which are human lives. So it's like, so it goes down this weird road.
Yeah.
It's like, so are those lives not as important? Or with the NBA, it's like, all right, well, you guys do business with China, and then they're taking away the civil liberties of Hong Kong. So those Hong Kong people those are fucking humans. And they're concentration camps. Do they not count?
Well, what you're talking about right now is my problem with this whole thing, where we're talking about these numbers and we're talking about the way you use death. The problem is, no one is making money off of people having corona yet. Okay,
they're making.
So that's why
hospitals are making off corona death. Though,
if you report it,
but they still
are they?
But now they were 15 grand a person. But now,
yes, they were.
Look it up, dog.
Yeah,
but now.
You're a fat chapter now. Look at that. Eric.
By the way,
but now the CDC took that off, so now you can't. So if a person comes in, let's say you come in with stage 4 cancer, lung cancer, and in the hospital you got COVID and you pass away, now they can no longer say you died of COVID. They have to say he died of this,
not
and
the
also
money
had COVID.
I'm talking about.
What are you talking about?
No, that's, you know what?
You're talking more of a surface
That
level.
sounds like a lot of money to people, but that's not a lot.
You're talking
for
about
a hospital that needs money.
No,
for
that's not
resources
shit for
to
them.
work. That's
No,
not a lot of money.
that's not shit for them.
I'm talking about what we said about the NBA. Like, the NBA
billions from China.
we're talking about $1 billion worth of like the NBA went back to work because they needed to get that TV revenue.
Yeah, exactly.
So they were like, okay, let's make this happen. We're going to do it.
Contract.
Baseball went back to work. Like, we're talking about money. Like, you know, I just saw today that the Disney people are upset at the governor of California because he wouldn't let them open up theme parks,
I saw
right?
that as well.
And I'm thinking to myself, wow, I'm actually glad that happened, because that would have pissed me off. I mean, motherfuckers can go to Disneyland, but they can't go to the Comedy Store and watch shows.
Yeah.
You know? So get out of here. So then it makes me feel like, do you really care about public safety, or all you care about is
your agenda?
Making money.
You're making money. So to me, like, money is the issue. So once, like, now, when this vaccine comes out, and and whatever billionaire pharmacy company is going to come out with that, I think this coronavirus stuff's going to change.
What do you mean?
And it's just going to be a part of life.
It's gonna be like the flu. It's gonna be there's seasonal
there's going to be COVID, cold and flu.
Yeah.
Tylenol.
You go to CVS, get your little vaccine.
Or get the like the
These are something we deal with, but there's vaccines.
Yeah, it's gonna be something we deal with. But to me, I feel
We'll
like,
get there.
and I could be wrong, and I, again, I'm not a scientist. I'm just talking about it. Don't make sense to me why we're still closed down.
You know what's weird to me is and I'm sure I don't see comments or emails or anything like that, but you'll even get hate for saying that.
No, this is exactly my point.
That's what's weird to me. It's like, we can't have a
conversation. They attack you.
We can't have a
do you understand what's happening in the world? Hey.
We can't have a conversation.
I can't ask the question that, like, why are we decimating the world's economy for a 1% death rate? That's my question. Is that a fair question?
That's fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
But it's weird you can't even ask that. It's weird they get upset if you even ask that.
But I mean,
or like I was talking to a friend the other day, and they were upset with my stance on corona or politics. And I said, I just know from my perspective, I got it, my wife got it, my kids got it, my mother-in-law, father-in-law. I have several friends who have got it. Everyone was fine.
Numbers.
It was fine. Mm-hmm. Some people were sicker than others, but everyone was fine. So it's like, that's my perspective. I had it.
Yeah.
So that's all I know personally what happened around in my circle.
Yeah.
Dude, it's just like when so Trump got it, right? And I thought that was I said, this is going to be terrible because there's only one of two. There's two scenarios. Mm-hmm. He either needed to get it and get super sick. Mm-hmm. Okay. Like, I mean, like, it's death watch,
Yes.
They're outside the White House having vigils. Is he going to make it? Candles, And then, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and then he comes out of it, like
energized.
He's like, guys, we got to do something about this. But I said, what's really going to happen is in 4 days, he's going to walk out of the hospital like
Superman.
Look at me.
Yeah. That's what he did.
I'm tremendous.
Full of energy.
So I just go, and that's not a good look. And these smug fucks on CNN and all these, they're like,
Fox News.
They were like, well, he got it. Like, as if, like, I told you. It's like, no, man, this ain't good. Because he's going to get over it. And then he's going to be like, why are we shut down?
He's going to talk shit.
Yeah, he's going to talk shit.
Yeah. What's going on? Because I even have friends of mine. I'm not even going to say the comics names. I hit him up and he's like, no, man, he's dead. He's a fat, overweight, such and such. What? He's not going to make it. And I'm like, he's going to be fine.
The real outliers when Chris Christie got it. You ever seen Chris Christie?
No.
When he got it, I went, if that motherfucker doesn't die, we should never close down.
Yeah, the government.
Did he die?
Fuck no.
No, I don't know.
He was in the hospital for like 6 days.
By the way, which is terrible.
Show him the picture still in the first pitch. If this motherfucker survives it, everybody good. Look at this dude.
Chris Christie throwing it?
Yes.
Oh shit.
Look.
Which one? This one?
Yeah, that one.
That ain't
that
how
guy
really
got it.
Photoshop and shit.
No. You know who Chris Christie is?
I know. I didn't know he looked like that.
From State Farm? He let himself go.
That's him, dude.
They got a black guy.
Damn.
That's my boy Kevin.
Dude, that's Subway. Look at him.
Damn.
Throwing several pitches.
Baby got backs on that one.
Right? Look at
He does.
Yeah, it does a little
He's
bit.
cheeked up. Cheeked up.
That's what Nick
That
Cannon woke
fupa?
up to. Right?
Damn, man.
Same body type.
Dude, I'm out.
I'm out now.
I don't want to be a stepdad.
Mariah Carey fans. I'm just kidding. I love Mariah.
Yeah.
He has a fupa and shit.
Oh, he's hitting the ball too. Look at him. Was he playing like a celebrity game or something?
No.
Man, he got a fat pussy.
That's a fupa.
God damn.
By the way,
So
Thank
he
God
got
WAP
it.
is gone.
It's fine. What'd you say?
Thank God WAP is gone.
You didn't like the song?
No, I just don't like all these chicks who probably got a dirty WAP.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking the other day, where's the guy song though?
Bro, they've
Well,
been
guys
around for
come out
years.
with it.
What are you
we
getting
don't
some
want
hit?
that.
We need an anthem.
Nothing on our body is worthy of a song.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's
You know
true.
what I mean? Except our wallet.
Nobody
You know
want to
what I
hear
mean?
about
True. Big dick?
Big
That big dick?
She's like a cat. Look at
That'd be dope.
He said that'd be dope. No.
Because there were too many chicks on the internet that I was just like, and a lot of comedians too. Like, I'm like, I don't want to think about your WAP.
No, hell no.
No, you're not. It's like, to me, it's like Coachella. there's a certain age you shouldn't be there.
At Coachella, yeah.
I get annoyed every time Coachella comes around.
Yeah, this
every year.
There's Burning Man for you, old motherfucker.
Yeah. Burning Man's a weird one too.
Oldchella, they have Oldchella. You're over 35.
Yeah,
Why are you at Coachella?
Yeah, why are you there?
So that's what I'm saying. You're over 35. Like this is like WAP is for young people. That's young people stuff.
I get what you're saying.
By far, young people.
Yeah, you're.
I feel like Stagecoach is for the older.
What's Stagecoach?
That's for country fans.
one.
It's country.
Yeah, it's a little older.
It's older, white,
Yeah.
Anyways, not to like we got off track, but anyway, all
I like talking about it though. I'm glad you.
All I'm saying is, can we just have a conversation? Like I love when people hit me up. I've had scientists hit me up on my podcast. I mean, I was upset about your take, and they hit me up with like these are the facts. And I go, but scientists are supposed to. They oftentimes are very glass half empty. That's they're looking for the worst case scenario.
Yeah, but that's all they look at.
Yeah, that's all they look at.
Yeah.
It's like, but we are really at a crossroads. It really is something that you go. You have to weigh the pros and cons. Kids aren't going to school. All like we said, like the drug use is up, suicide's up
140%.
Everything, all this stuff is up, and you go, and we have to ask ourselves in the end, like, is this worth it? Now, if the science part of it, they're saying is yes, it is. Then all right, this is my point. If they're saying it is, this is very serious. Then you go, well, is that supported by the numbers?
And if they say yes and showing numbers, then cool, I'll shut the fuck up.
Well, but I just go like,
cool.
I'm not saying I'm cool with 200,000 people dying out of 350 million. I'm not saying
I'm not cool with any of it.
I'm not cool with any of it, but you go
make it make sense.
This is the weird, awkward question that you have to talk about.
Yeah, make it make sense.
Make it make sense to me. That's all I'm saying. Make it make sense. And I can't be the only person. Even people watching this right now, even you angry like you won. Your guy won.
Yeah.
So now what? What are you going to be mad about?
Corona.
Now? Yeah,
let's bring back Corona.
I was just about to say,
dude, it immediately came back.
It was a report today that Trump's Secret Service, 130 of the guys got Corona.
130 of them?
130.
I looked at it. Fact check.
Google that shit, Chin.
That'd be a big Secret Service.
My other problem is like that people want to argue and talk about it, and I freely admit I always say I don't know about this. I don't understand.
That's why you have questions.
That's why I have questions, right? But sometimes people on the other side they want to come at you and they don't have any facts. Like if you
They're just mad at
like
you.
If you have to Google the shit you say after,
thank you.
Shut the fuck.
100%. 100%.
Like
I thought it was weird too that the left, the blue was all upset about the Trump rallies, no masks. How dare you do this?
Celebration
and then Biden won, and they're all no mask. I'm like, well, where the fuck?
All in their cars honking.
What happened, dog?
Nah, the Corona. That's all you hear on the news now. It's like Corona.
Oh, it came back.
Yeah, Corona came back
to the news.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's just like
I don't watch news. They have nothing. They have no other angle though. They need ratings and they need to put fear into people.
What are they going to do?
So what are they going to do?
Trump?
Well, what's late night going to do?
Yeah,
they're all like,
right.
the head late night writer for Fallon or Kimmel quit. Yeah. It's like, I can't write another Trump. I'm done. I'm out. That she's been there forever. She's like, I'm out.
Wait, because Trump didn't win, or
I just think she was over.
This happened before.
Yeah, she was just over.
Oh, she was over. Like,
she's like, I'm out, man.
She's over it. Like every day, writing some really unfunny Trump sketch. It's like at a certain point, you go, "Are we beating the dead
every
horse?"
night? Or like Trevor Noah. It's like, dude, everything. Like I know you're quarantining in your house and doing the Comedy Central show from there, but the only narrative is anti-Trump and Trump shit. Like, what do you do now?
Yeah. And
time to get creative.
That's another polarizing thing too. It's like if you're blue, and I vote. I lean more left when I vote. I voted for Biden just because I feel like the country's too divided. So I don't think that's a sign of bad leadership. So
you voted based off leadership.
Yeah, I just voted based off. But like 71 people voted for this guy. 26%. I don't know if it was 26% increase in Black, Latino,
I saw
that kind of stuff. Yeah. You just go. So then you have one side who is like, "You're dumb. He's a racist. Why would you vote for this guy?" It's like, so we can't. There's no discussion. So you can't have a talk. You can't be So these people that voted for Trump, they're all misguided. 71 million people don't think that there is some good that's happened.
You also don't know why that person voted for Biden or Trump, because certain people vote based off one singular thing.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the they believe in their tax bracket, or this or that. Just there's one thing that they go, I'm going to vote based off that. It's not the whole package.
Something you come to them later and be like, well, this happened. I mean, if you had a laundry list of things that went wrong during the Obama era, nobody wants to see that.
No,
they don't want to see it because they just go, it was our first black president. It was great for the country, but it's like
he fucked up a
bunch.
bunch.
Do you really delve into politics to the point where you actually know what's really going on? And I venture to say that most people don't in a casual conversation with people.
No.
You don't know. And I know you don't know because when you got that ballot in the mail, you didn't know who the fuck 90% of the people on this thing was.
No.
Okay? Don't tell me you knew who, we're voting on a 26th district, such and such.
22nd Amendment.
You don't know who that person is.
Yep.
So I didn't even vote. I just left it blank because I was like, I don't know this judge.
Yeah.
Like, how do I know who to vote for this person or not? It's just like, all right, do I want Kanye? Do I want, that's the one you were like, this is what this is about. But like,
I want to know the 6,000 people that voted for Kanye.
Yeah, they
They
didn't have
had
it.
6,000 votes.
6,000.
Oh, all right, Kanye.
But then they had him
Good
on
for
vice
him.
president. I saw it wasn't even president. It was like vice president.
it was
on
weird.
Either way,
Yeah.
6,000 people.
He got
voted.
6,000 people.
Salute
Hey,
to them. That's what's
That's not good.
it's not good.
More
but
people
I'm
voted
gonna
for
start somewhere.
Harambe.
Those aren't good
Are
numbers.
those the dummies, or is it the 71 million people that voted for Trump? Like,
Well, you gotta understand people, like she said, people who voted for Harambe.
Fuck, dude.
like I totally understand if you're a person that all you care about is your money and your family and your like
60,000 votes.
Yeah, 60.
Wait, how was he able to get on? Because I thought there's like these things you have
literally anyone can run for president.
Shit, I'm thinking about
Really?
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone can run for president. You file
What are the requirements?
You file the application apparently,
Be
and
alive.
then you have to get whatever it is, a certain number of signatures or something. I don't know what it is. Look that shit up. You know what I mean? Maybe I shouldn't even. Like I said, I should shut the fuck
requirements
up.
to
But
run
I
for
believe that
president.
everybody could. I believe anybody can.
Because
run.
if he can run for it, I would assume everybody can.
Yeah. Didn't The Rock say?
There's certain. I think there's certain qualifications you have.
Yeah,
to-
like your age, your
Age.
citizenship.
Oh,
Yeah,
got
I
it.
think you have to be 45 or whatever it is.
45 and above.
Here we go.
35 years of age.
35. Okay.
That's
Legal
a
requirements
young
for President
president.
Kennedy have remained the same since blah, 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 blah. As directed by the Constitution, President Kennedy must be a natural-born citizen of the United States, resident 14 years, 35 years of age, and then there. So what I'm saying is,
Yeah.
that it doesn't say like, but you have to, be a senator for 8 years, or you have to.
You should, though.
But no, that's just assumed. That's
Yeah.
not a law.
No.
Like
It's just
Trump
assumed.
already proved that. That
Yeah, I was just about to say.
No, it
Yeah,
doesn't
that
mean
was
anything.
shit. Yeah.
Even Ronald Reagan, but he at least was the governor of California.
Yeah, at least he's
Yeah, he
he's
was
governor.
governor
Then
for-
Crack
yeah.
era.
So it's like this with anybody. But I can run for president. It didn't Roseanne Barr run for president one year?
Did she?
I hope
did?
not.
Yeah, like
I think she did. Yeah.
Roseanne?
Yeah.
She put herself in the mix, but she just didn't
Like
get
the
any
Green Party or some
Whatever it
independent
was.
party.
The
yeah.
problem is it just becomes a popularity vote like the NBA All-Star game. Because like Yao Ming, you're like, come on.
votes. No, but
Yao
we
Ming.
Every year he'd be the number.
Yao
Because
Ming.
China.
has a- yep.
So
China was
popular.
hard for him.
Yeah.
Oh, she has 70,000 votes.
Think she got more than
Kanye.
Well, it just shows that's not a lot of votes.
Oh, yeah, true.
You just proved
But
out.
if those were coronavirus deaths,
Also,
would
you
be
know
like,
how much-
she should be president.
I love how you feel.
Also, you know how much money you have to run a campaign?
Oh, it's got to be so much money.
My God. Stupid rich.
But you know what? They haven't. There needs to be reform for that campaign finance reform. There should, because the world's different now. Like all you need is the internet.
Yeah.
So like before they needed a bunch of money. They had a certain amount of money because it was like you had to get on a train or ride a train around the country. You had to buy billboards. You had to do all this
Yeah.
stuff. But how much now is just
Internet.
yeah.
Yeah.
Everything is on the internet.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
'cause you see all the ads on like.
well, that's why you see
YouTube.
celebrity endorsements because they know the celebrity's going to post.
Follow.
And that's going to get out of how many million. So that's why they're paying off celebrities.